Well, now, in this particular program, if you see, this C is a temporary variable. It is actually not required. Okay? We require it because we need to store the value of A plus B somewhere so that you can assign it to B later. That is why we had stored this value of C or created this value of C. So there was no need for it. Python says, what Python says is, you can, instead of printing C over here, just print A plus B. And you want to redefine your values of A and B, right? So what Python says, you can do that like this. A comma B, you want to redefine them, say that is going to be equal to the value of A is going to be the value of the previous B, and the value of B is going to be the value of A plus B. And there is no need for a temporary variable out there. You can do this directly in Python. So I save this up, and then I say, enter the number of elements 10. It's going to give you the same, but with reduction of variables. Alright, let's see a few more, maybe if you see a few more examples, okay, where I tell you I want to print pattern like this. How do I print a pattern like this? I want you to try it out first before seeing the video, right? So if you have given up, alright, or if you want to see the solution, okay, for this particular pattern, I can give you the solution out here, the solution. So basically I want 1 star on first line, 2 stars on the second line, 3 stars in the third, 4, and then 5. This is the pattern that I want. How do I do it? How do I print the pattern? First of all, I need to say for I in range, starting from where? Let's start from 1. And I want to go up till 5, which means 5 is exclusive, so I go up till 6. What should I do? Print what? What should I print? I should print a star. That's what I need to do. But on the first line, when my I is 1, I want to print 1 star. When my I is 2, I want to print 2 stars. When my I is 3, I want to print 3 stars. Now this is a string. If you remember, a string, if you multiply it with whatever value, let's say, I'll just show you an example by going into the shell. Okay, let's say, for example, S is equal to high. If I do S multiplied by 10, what is that going to be? High, which means 10 times high, right? So that's about a string getting multiplied by any value. Now, if I multiply a star with the value of I, the I will vary from 1 till 5. Let's multiply by I. But what about D? You know, after printing 1 line, there should be an enter new line. Oh, print mix, print already does it. Why? Because after printing a star multiplied by I, let's say for the first case, when it is 1, when I is 1, it will print star multiplied by 1, that is 1 star. It will print it, and it will give, by default, after printing, the end of the print, or the end keyword argument is \n, which means it will give a new line. And then it will increment the I. I will become 2. When I becomes 2, what I need to do, star multiplied by 2. That is 2 stars. And then, again, give a enter. So it does this already. Let's see. F5. Okay. Alright, let's say patterns. There. 5 of them. Exactly. So this is about how to print a particular pattern. Now let me change the pattern a bit. Okay. I want something like this. Let's say I want 5 stars on the first line. Then I want 4 stars on the second. Okay, I want like this for now. 3, then 2, and then 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Possible? What should I do? Go from 5. Come up till 0 because 0 is exclusive. Okay? And then do a star multiplied by 5. Possible? Yeah. Oh, sorry. Why? Why didn't it print any star? Because by default, the updation value is +1. We need to give it updation value of -1. Right? So then we'll go from 5 to 1. Otherwise, it will go from 5 and then by default value is +1, which means it will get incremented. Cool. Now what I need to do is, so if I have this 4, let me say, and now change the pattern. Let me say I want 5 like this, then I want 4 like this, and I want 3 stars like this, then I want 2 stars like this, and then I want a single star like this, which means I require 5 stars here, 4 stars here, 3 stars, 2 stars, 1 star. But before the stars, I require some spaces also. So 1 space here, 2 spaces here, 3 spaces here, 4 spaces here. How do I do that? Right? Now I know star is not the only thing I need to print. I also need to print the space. On the first line, I need not print any space, which means I want to print 0 space on the first line. On the second line, I want to print 1 space. On the third line, I want to print 2 spaces. Can you tell me what is a pattern? If you can tell me logic, the logic is the first line, if I want no space, what is the value of I for the first line? For the first line, the value of I is 5. So if it is 5, I want no spaces, which means I want 0 spaces, which means I should have 5 minus I spaces, right? So I need to print them. How will I print it? Okay. I need to say first the spaces or first the stars? First the spaces. So I need to print a space. Let's say I want to print a space. How many times? I want to print it 5 minus I times. And then I want to print the stars. But the separation between two printing statements, when they are printed with a comma. See, if I just print this, there will be a mistake. You can have a look what is a mistake. What is a mistake? There is a space over here. Then there's a space here. Then there's an extra space. Why there's an extra space? Why is there an extra space? That is because the default separation between this and this is given by a keyword called a sep. The default separation is what? 1 space. Hence, there's a space between that. There's an extra space. I need to redefine it as no space. And then run it out. You will have something like this. Is that, yeah? Right. So this is about how you go about doing doing patterns printing. So hope you got the applications of both of them clear in your mind, right? We go to one more application about loops, where we ask the user to enter a number, and then we need to tell the user whether the number is a prime number. All right?